Hey guys, how's it going? Today we are back with more McFarlane. We have got The Flash as part of the Multiverse series for Injustice 2. Didn't end up playing Injustice 2. Played the first one, really good. I'm not 100% sold on this figure itself. I thought it was kind of a weird design for Flash, but we're going to take a look at it, see how well they did, and yeah, figure it all out. It's a nice little box though. Love the way McFarlane always packages their stuff, you know. Confused on some of the accessories and where they're going to go, but we're going to have fun figuring it out. So, let's go ahead and pull them out. Right out of the box, we can go ahead and take a look there. We see we only have the one zip tie around the waist holding him in. All of these accessory parts have a piece of tape around them to hold them in. So, be wary of that. On the back here, we have, of course, on the insert, the card that gives you a little, stat boost of the character. And then we've got a base at the bottom there. So, if you need those out, go ahead and pull those out. One thing we just noticed is that there is tape across the arm over here, and that is it. Not sure if they wanted tape around the arm there, but mine had it, so keep a lookout for that. Now we got him all out and set up here and everything, and we got all of his accessories out. This looks like some kind of cool little, electro ball, like throw some Speed Force lightning at somebody. I would imagine this would go on to this arm for him, with him holding that or something. But at the same time, it doesn't look like... maybe wrap that up around the neck or something. Like, we'll figure that out. This definitely looks like this should go around the boots. As probably... that way. We'll have to mess around and see which way that looks best. But this definitely looks like give us some Speed Force there. And then this looks like we could do pretty much anything with that. Like put that on the arms, either way. Could even put that on the leg. As far as the figure himself, he's not too bad. Detailing on the suit is better than most of the figures that they do and everything. Like, you've got this whole mesh pattern going on and everything. Like, you can see the separate pieces and stuff, and like kind of almost seam work almost. Does look pretty sweet. I don't like the legs. I've already messed about with him and everything, and like I don't really like the legs. A lot of the joints on him are very, very tight, whereas a lot of the other ones are very loose. Like his toes are very loose. This ankle here, very loose. This knee, I can barely get that to bend, and that feels very ratchety, honestly, which you do get that little click, so that is cool. Kind of ratchety probably in this. That's just super tight. Who knows? Pretty good though. I'm not an overall fan of this suit because, as you can see, you got all these layers and stuff. Like, it's like this whole chest piece is this whole over vest of like the suit itself, and whether it's supposed to look that way or not, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't actually play the game, so I don't know how his suit in there looks or where they took it from, like if it was New 52 or whatever like kind of run it was. But he does look pretty decent. As far as our articulation, we've got our head twist here. Got a little bit of your look around. Up and down there. Tilt. Do what you want with the head. We've got... oh man, these things are so tight. We've got... you can hear that click. These that extra piece there for that extra articulation on the shoulder, so that's pretty nice because he would get caught up on himself a lot. You can really hear that click though, but I don't know, like I feel like he shouldn't be that tight. We've got that bicep twist, but it's not that great because it catches itself. You can spin it all the way around, but it catches itself on the muscle. Then we've got a single, nope, we've got a double on the elbow. We can get that, yep, there we go. We've got the double on the elbow. It's just really hard to actually move on this one. like I said, some of these joints on him are very, very tight. Getting that part posed is going to be the bitch. But then we've got these ball hands, just like the ankles. I don't think he has interchangeable hands. He does not come with extra hands. Oh, it's tight on there. But that does feel like that's going to pop off. It's so tight on there. Yeah, I can't even get that. If it is supposed to come off, I don't know. This one's on there so tight. It looks like this is literally just a ball in the hand. So it looks like it's going to have like that full ball hand from what I can see here. If you do pull that off, I don't think that's going to be a standard peg at all. So as far as articulation on the waist, we've got that upper and lower movement there. So we can move here, we can move here. Our legs, we've got the ratchets. I actually like that. We're losing a lot of light in here. I'm still not sold on this new equipment I got. But as you can see, we have the ratchets. That does make moving a little bit better now. That maybe he just needed some playing with. That might have been my only issue, just loosening up some of these joints. So I could not get him to do anything I wanted him to do. We have got the double knee, and then the ball leg and the toe. That's your full articulation right there. Now, let's see, can we actually... Yeah, he is a stiff figure, and like I'm finding it hard to get him into any kind of poses. My main issue is I feel like literally the way his neck comes off his body and everything is way too forward at a slant. Like, you know, standing him up, like I feel like his head should be more coming up here a little bit, and instead of like, he almost feels hunchbackish, and like I've noticed that with a few figures, I get that hunchbacky feeling from them, and I just don't like it. And also I feel like this should have been painted gold the way it lines up with the rest of the gold. I feel like that's just, yeah, because like even the backside has the gold, like that's just kind of slop in my opinion. Like, let's see, where's this wrapping around? Because I was going to say the same thing about here. I feel like there should be gold on all of these outlines. And honestly, I think he'd look pretty sweet if you wanted to just get some gold paint and just like do all of the outlines. Like he's got all this ribbing and outlining on his suit here. I feel like he would look super dope if we went through and just like even just gold sharpied that. Like it wouldn't look bad at all. Just something to give him a little bit more pop. Let's take a look at some of these accessories. And there we got him with some of his accessories. You could do a whole lot of different things with this and everything. I find him a little bit hard to get in a decent running pose, which, you know, kind of sucks because he's a Flash figure, but at the same time, like getting a running pose to look good with like the articulation you want is hard enough already. And with him being as stiff as he is, like I just, you know, trying to do it quickly, I can't get him into a decent looking pose here. But I mean, ooh, hey, don't fall. But obviously this one here is totally sculpted to go around this ankle and everything. This one here, it has this like kind of concave, and I feel like you could put his foot through this or something like that to like, you know, I had it like that to where it was like kind of like sparks coming up off the back of his heels and everything. But you could totally put that like around his arm, you know, like coming off of him like this and stuff. Like there's just so much that you could do with this and everything. Like I was even thinking you could put it up here and everything and have it like curve around, or even here and have it like curving around like his natural bends there and everything. There's a lot you could do with that. And And honestly, like if you needed more of them, you could definitely like make your own, get some yellow, like, you know, dyed like hot glue sticks or something, and just drizzle that over a straw or something, make more of these, you know. This one was a little bit of a pain in the ass to windle around like his arm and everything, because it is so long, and I figured it would go all the way up his arm, and it doesn't really, because it kind of gets stuck because his biceps are way too thick. But if you just do it this way and wrap this, put his hand through this hole so he's grabbing that and everything, you can take this and just wrap it. It's such a pain messing with these sometimes. You just have to really mess around with these kind of accessories. Like, they're just a pain in the ass to get looking decent. Honestly, I don't even like this one because, like, I mean, anytime he does some crazy shit, like, I'm always just like, dude, that's just over the top for Flash, you know? Stick with, like, I'm fine with throwing lightning bolts, but, you know, like, anything beyond that is just like, dude, like, not a big fan. But this figure, all in all, I'd say he's a pretty decent figure and everything. Actually, I don't think we've done a size on him. So let's just check that out before we wrap up. And he stands right at that 7-inch mark. Maybe 7 1/8 with the top of his head and everything. But yeah, thanks guys.